easy because I can relate to it.
You are talking about something.
The bright side is that
Welcome, everyone, to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So FIU's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Louisiana Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't... There's a live football. Bounced right back to them. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the run, it's Demps. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got it down the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Trying the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Baker. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Grab behind the line. It's Burke. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. To the air, it's Proctor. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Caught over the middle. It's West. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Baker. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's going to go down at the 1. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Can they catch him? That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Swings it out to the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on 4th down. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Makes his man miss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The kick is on its way. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. He'll pull it on the read. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going with the ground game left. He's past the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. It's Stone. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's McNeil. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Grabbed over the middle, it's Carter. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looking downfield on first down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Baker. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Defense had to have it. You've got to get off the field quickly and give it back to your offense. When you're trailing by this many points, you can't be on the field long and allow the opponent to bleed the clock. So really nice job up front winning, getting home, getting the sack, now setting up 4th down. And now let's see if their offense can start chipping away at this lead.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. Got him downfield. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. FIU will line up to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Runs through the tackle. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Panthers are on the move. Takes the handoff. It's Demps. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Briggs. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Smashes ahead. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll run play action. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to throw, it's Baker. Makes the catch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Right on target this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick catch on third down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Bring in the heat. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And with the heat he's been under, you wouldn't be surprised if he's seeing ghost every time he drops back. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Proctor. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some movement.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air, it's Baker. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds his man. It's Stone. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. FIU pushing tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a man. It's Proctor. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Lost to throw again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Burke. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, they're after him. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll run for it on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
Hunt is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.